No one is above the law. No matter how rich, powerful, or politically connected you are, everyone must play by the same rules. As I've said before, no one is above the law, and I will not hesitate to uphold the rule of law and protect New Yorkers.
Isn't karma a wonderful thing? And it happened to such a wonderful person. Karma came around and bit her in the ass. And I speak of Letitia James, the Attorney General of New York, who fought Donald Trump from the minute she got in office. She campaigned on going after Donald Trump. She called him an illegitimate president. She basically made up all these charges. She took a simple misdemeanor charge and somehow turned it into this big indictment that Trump went on trial for. It was all a political charade. And all the Democrats will tell you now that Donald Trump is going after his political opponents, or he's going after politicians who don't like him. And that's exactly what James did. That's exactly what Joe Biden did. Joe Biden had FBI agents raid Mar-a-Lago looking for the big classified documents. And there was nothing. And it turns out Joe Biden had them in a box next to his Corvette. Okay? This is hypocrisy at its finest. Letitia James, again, deserves everything she's getting, but chances are nothing will happen. If the charge sticks and she goes to trial, we'll see. Is she going to get found guilty? Hopefully. Will she go to jail? Probably not, but that would be good. But she's charged with federal mortgage fraud, something about a home in Virginia where she claimed was her primary residence to get lower rates for her mortgage, and it turns out she leases the home. So she outright lied to obtain money under false pretenses. But no one's above the law, she said. And she'll tell you, if you do some research and watch some videos of Miss James, she never claimed she wanted to take office to go after Trump. It's not true. I would never do that. I'm here for New Yorkers, and I'm going to fight crime, and I'm going to fight anybody who tries to take advantage of New York. She's an outright liar, and this right here is proof.
Focus on Donald Trump. We need to follow his money.
What is fueling my soul right now is Trump.
This illegitimate president. I look forward to going into the office of Attorney General every day, suing him, and then going home.
Will you sue him for us?
Oh, we're going to definitely sue him. We're going to be a real pain in the ass.
I will never be afraid to challenge this illegitimate president.
The grand jury returned a 2-felony charge indictment, bank fraud and making false statements to a financial institution. James's first court appearance will be October 24th in Norfolk, Virginia. According to the indictment, James claimed on mortgage paperwork that the home she purchased in Norfolk would be her second residence. The claim allowed her to get a favorable loan term not available for investment properties, the prosecutors say. But the prosecutors allege that James did not use the house and instead rented the property to a family of 3. They allege she falsely stated in the loan that the residence would be a secondary home when they allege James knew she would use this property as an investment. And of course she knew. Of course she knew. She knew exactly what she was doing. She knew how to lie about it and get a cheaper mortgage rate. So not only did she defraud the banks, she made money off the people living in the house that she got a favorable loan for. But this is all political revenge. She did nothing wrong. She tell you the charges are baseless. I did nothing wrong. I'm going to say it one more time. This is the hypocrisy of the left. They do not have anything in their favor going on. All of their so-called stars are mumbling and fumbling every time they speak. They're continuing to just blame Republicans and blame Trump for the government shutdown when in fact they won't approve funding for the government unless health care for illegal immigrants is implemented again. Just like Joe Biden. He was paying for health care for illegal immigrants, and they said enough is enough. The American people, the lifelong citizens of this country, deserve the health care if it's coming from the government, not someone who climbed over a fence, crossed a river, went under a bridge, or however they got here. They don't deserve it. And that's why the Democrats won't pass the spending bill. But Letitia James can say all she wants, that the charges are baseless. The president's own public statement, she said, make it clear that his only political goal is retribution at any cost. That's right, retribution at any cost. But the video clip we just saw was all about going after Trump, the illegitimate president. What is she? She's a fucking hypocrite. That's what she is. This shit makes my blood boil sometimes because they'll look into the lens of a camera and they'll lie and lie and lie. And they expect people to be on their side. It's been said, and I haven't found it, so I don't know if it's true, but allegedly someone started a GoFundMe to help Letitia James pay her legal expenses. That's what kind of people Democrats are. They all know what she did. They all know she's guilty of it. But they don't want her to pay out of her pocket to defend herself for these charges because she's a Democrat. We're going to try to sneak our way around it, kind of like the BLM thing. Donate millions of dollars to us, and we're going to take care of everybody. And they just took care of them and their close family and friends. Well, all this money, if they raise any, if it's even true, from a GoFundMe, she's not going to spend any of that money on a defense. She's going to put it in her pocket. She's probably going to share it with the rest of her cronies. These people are failing everyone who voted for them. And people continue to believe what they say. Wake up, America. Wake up, liberals and Democrats. You are voting for frauds and failures and liars and schemers. They've been that way their whole life, and they're always going to be that way. She brought up all this nonsense shit with Trump. Now it's on her. Is it retribution? Maybe. But the fact of the matter is, Trump didn't force an indictment. He didn't go into the grand jury and testify and say, I'm the president, you need to indict her. Oh, no. The federal prosecutors brought a grand jury the evidence, and they agreed that she committed crimes. So now she has to face the music and pay for whatever crimes she allegedly committed. And one more time, nothing will probably happen to her, but we can only hope that she gets really jammed up, and at the very least, she has to step down, and that she'll never, ever be able to hold another public office.